Mic check, mic check. You guys hear me loud and clear? That way I can check and see what the delay on the chat is too, if you can hear me. Alright, Titan Knight then. Type banana. Do it. How about, actually, I take that back. Let's just get as many Georges in the chat as we possibly can. Just George the heck out of it. Alright, I'm sitting on probably like 10 to 15 seconds delay, so I'm gonna try and keep track of the chat as much as I can. Hang out with you guys. There we go. Now they converted to the Georges I just saw. My goodness, how many people are there? 17. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. It's good to be back. It's been a while. A long while. Oh. Okay. Just maybe checking you guys can see what you're supposed to see. It looks good. It looks healthy. Alright, I'm going to turn this music down and get rid of it because there will be actual in-game music that pops up here shortly once we load in. So yeah, I've been gone. Those of you who saw the updates a while back at least know that my spouse and I had it was actually our second child, so we have a busy household. But makes it hard to obviously play video games in general and record stuff especially. Things are loud. Loud in a household. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna move my chat into a better spot so that How's everybody doing? What the heck? Why did that move? Sorry, I swear I'm fixing things to make sure the stream is operating as the way I intended. I just want to be able to see what you lovely people are saying too. Having two screens is, while it's productive, it's also hard when they're actually not sitting next to each other. Beep. Alright, got my big jug of water. Everything sounds like it's working as it should be. My old balls that doesn't know enough about streaming is going to try and do his best. I'm gonna read some chat here real quick. Just woke up for this. Awesome. What time is it? Where? I don't even know where a lot of people are at. I did see somebody mention that it was going to be like 5 a.m. where they were, so I'm assuming I think some of you are in Europe. All right, so before I get too carried away here, obviously in the game we've got the Shatterstone playthrough is right here. Exists. There it is. The golden gem. Over here we're going to be playing in World of Quest. It's just a sandbox that I created. Now the reason that I'm going to be doing a sandbox and not playing in the playthrough that we've been doing on YouTube is solely because, well, you can read down here in the corner if you can read that tiny print. Essentially this is a preview build for Dungeons. That's what went live on Steam. Basically, this is not the official live build yet. They're still doing updates to Dungeons. Obviously, this is still publicly accessible if you've got the early access for MMORPG Tycoon 2. But, yeah, basically it's saying if you want your dungeons to stick around after the official build goes live on Steam, then don't build them in the save files that you care about. So, to refrain from breaking that save file, we're gonna not do any dungeons in it, but depending on how long we chill out here for, we might go dig around in there a little bit, take a look around, see if there's what's changed. A few things are different. Obviously, in 3 months, I wasn't recording a bunch, so there's not necessarily a ton of stuff in there that's all that different. I did record the next episode, though. Just got to edit that, so there will be one coming. Hopefully in the next week is the goal. But yeah, this is just a nice, easy sandbox, so I don't know how many people have actually played around with dungeons or not yet. Is the music playing? Oh, there it goes. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. Get a little tunes in the background. Let me know if it's hard of hearing or if you can't hear my mic too. Alright, so this is just, this is World of Quests. It's just a sandbox game I made. This is a dungeon I was playing around with and dove into a little bit. Just to kind of see what was there. I took some screenshots and stuff, obviously, but what I want to do is really dig around deep in here and figure out, as I fix my mic and hopefully don't drown you guys in excess noise. Make sure I can see my whole screen. Basically, yeah, we're gonna dig around more. So, if you're unfamiliar, let's see, where is it at? If you go into buildings, and then it's right here, you got dungeon exteriors. Why can't I click on anything? Why is that not working? What the heck is going on here? Why are none of these working right now? Did I break my game? Well, this is embarrassing. All the numbers are, like, redded out. Thank you for the updates. Oh, it's like doing a tutorial right now. I don't want to do a tutorial. Go away. Go away. No. No, 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 no. This is no time for this. I'm in a very important stream right now. Where the heck? Controls? No. Language debug? No. Alright, well apparently I gotta click through some stupid tutorial stuff, so we'll get over that as quickly as possible. Please go away. I thought I selected no tutorials, but when I built this originally. Alright, so anyways, click on buildings. There's a little icon here for dungeons now. I do know that if you have like mods installed that use any of these open spots, you might need to uninstall your mods potentially to see these if you can't see them, so let's see. We've got a couple options. We've got a little sand building. You can see they're not even file names that are actual file names yet. At least for this one. Building variant dungeon exterior. Arid. Cavern. So that might actually be a bug. If Trevor, if you're watching, fix this now. Go. Oh, same with this one. And this one. And that one. And also that one. But not that one. Or that one. Okay, so we got Dragon Skull, we got Cavern, we've got Arid, which I think is like a pyramid, yeah? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Look at that. If you don't think that's a cool asset, something is wrong with you. Like, I would put this in my games even if it wasn't for a dungeon entrance. I mean, that's just sick. I love it. But yeah, they're pretty big, and I think it'd be pretty easy to throw, you know, extra scenery around stuff. Which is kind of what I was always hoping. There's a lot of places in Shatterstone I'm planning on dropping dungeons into that already exist. Pretty cool. Got a jungle ruin theme one. And then this one's sewer. It's like a sewer entrance or like a mechanically, you know, think gnomes from World of Warcraft maybe or something like that. Trevor about to be coding out his mind. Yeah, no disrespect to the guy. I know I yell Trevor and scream his name in a lot of my recorded videos, but I know they got a small team, so much respect to all of them. Goblin, I agree, these will work amazingly. They are pretty sweet, the way they can just kind of be dropped in. They're not like super deep or big buildings, so like you could have this. Like here, let's go like this. We'll just grab like a new region. I think I probably got to build a quick tavern or inn space. We'll just build a random inn. What else I need? Respawn, that's what the other one Respawn. Put a random one in there. Okay. Yeah, so if you're in like a desert, like yeah, this one's probably the biggest one actually, but you could like go like that, you know? You guys are gonna watch the magic happen now. The magic is commencing, and we should do this too. We should grab paths. Like a little path here for people to get in. There's reasons. Boop, boop, boop. Like a roundabout for efficiency's sake. Alright, there we go. Oh, I think I probably need network space here too. Fiber. That fiber. Wait, is this the right? This is the wrong kind of fiber, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Gotta have proper booping noises. Go. Alright, that'll fill up. Okay, so now these things will actually do stuff as we build. What the heck was I gonna do? Right, I wanted modular building. Yeah, so if you take it, oh my gosh, look at the size difference. Holy crap, I didn't realize that. Jeez. Okay. Well, that's a little different than I expected. My goodness, that's huge. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna use this for scale now. All I did was kind of put a couple of these, or the one over there to kind of see what it did, but these things are massive. Look at this. Okay, I was thinking they were like building sized, but I mean, they're more than building sized, that's for sure. Now I kind of want to see how big all they. This one might actually be one of the smaller ones for sure then. Yeah. Even this thing. Like, look at that. The entrance is as big as the large inn. I love it. 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 Alright, let's do this. We'll just make like one of everything. We'll put a spooky house over here. Spooky house. Entrance to the sewer. We'll just put that over there. Already got that one. We need a cave. We'll just put a cave over there. Do I have? Yeah, I have that one. Get that one. That one's over there. Okay, I think that's all of them, right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Delete. Goodbye. Okay. Which one should we build in? And keep, I'll probably try and keep the theme, because there's themes for the inside stuff if you haven't checked what this is like. So cavern is the smallest. Yeah, I think you're right too. Makes sense, they're huge, lead to a new area for sure. Sense of grandeur leading up to it, indubitably. Scale, wait, I suspect the scale setting will be your friend. Does the, wait, did the scale thing work on these? Well, I guess when we're talking scenery to add around it, yeah, the scaling of other scenery would be good to put around it for sure. I don't think you can change the size of these just like any other building, which is fine. Yeah, gives them some grand look. Start with the tube dungeon. Competitive MMORPG Tycoon, Kyle Shatterstone versus Dungeon Desert. Indeed, there are so many Kyles to be had. Alright, somebody said the tube, start with the tube. Finally have caves without using a bunch of rocks. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh my gosh. The stuff originally, so fun fact, when I was first building or thinking of building Karak, the entire goal of that was actually to make a mountain, and I was going to build the cave system and just pile rocks over the top of everything. And I realized in some test building, in a different build than this, that was going to take an obnoxious amount of time. That I basically said, nope, not going to happen. Sorry, I'm going to have to wait for dungeons to come through because there's no way in heck I would have the patience to do that. Which is an odd statement to say, considering everyone here knows that I must have some ungodly patience to already do the stuff I do in this. All right, let's get to the will of the people here. Okay, somebody said the tube. I don't want to. Well, am I running out of? Why are these deactivating? I kind of want to do. Wait, where's the castle one? Is this the castle one? This is kind of the castle one, right? Called the Diarena Pits. Can I change the name of this? The Castle of Doom. Oh, I ran out of letters. Doom. The Castle of Doom. Oh no, I know what I should have done. What am I doing with myself? It's the castle. Ah! For those of you who like a good Monty Python reference. There we go. And then I look up and see Cryptic Knight. I'm British. Well, that's great. Then you'll really appreciate the Monty Python reference, I hope. Okay, I got a few votes for the tube tonight. Yeah, sorry. I like the tube. I will definitely do a tube in Shatterstone. There's going to be a tube one already I got planned in my head for the main capital city. It'll have a sewer section. Anything but the toilet dungeon. I vote the Dragon Skull. Dragon Skull. Okay, a lot of people are saying Dragon Skull. Let's just move on with this shenanigans. The flat halls, no, we'll call this, I don't know. Gosh, what should, now I blank. Whenever I do this in a recording, I can just come up with random names and stuff pretty quick. Save the jungle for last. I'm not gonna do them all today. Let's be perfectly clear. There could be a lot of building that goes on in just one of these. So we'll say this is gonna be Remains of Orthon. Orthon the dragon, lost to the centuries, slain long ago by the triumphant heroes of old. Probably just offended a few people. Invalid dungeon layout, cannot make instances. Yep, service. Okay, so what did I... Oh yeah, I gotta press inside. And then we go inside. Woo! Bloop. Okay, there we go. Now on to the real stuff that we came here for. Okay, so these maps are gigantic, okay? Like, this is massive. This is way more than I thought that this game concept was going to have. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I'm glad they took their time. You get down on ground level, and you straight up get a ceiling that just emerges. And then, to top it off, so you click on scenery down here, and you have access to all of the exact same scenery in the game that exists normally. So yeah, you want a windmill inside your castle? Yeah, go ahead, put a windmill inside your castle. Like, you want a cannon sitting here? Boom, bang, to the face. I mean, it's great. I love it. Anything like this in games that gives like sim builders and stuff complete and absolute freedom. If I can click anywhere on anything, that is the dream. Place on objects aligned to surface. I can have it sticking out sideways. Perfect. That's what I want. Oh, wait, something I wanted to test? Yes! Yes! That is all I needed in my life right there. I was thinking about this, admittedly, while I was on the toilet today. Don't ask me why. Can I put things upside down on the ceiling? And as long as I can do that, they've done it. They've done it. They've done the impossible. So hats off to everyone at the team at Vector Storm. Good job, guys. You should be proud of yourselves. Happy for you all. This is going to be so fun to mess with. Yeah, you better believe it's going to be fun to mess with. You have no idea how fun this is going to be to mess with. Do I have a beard? I did have a little bit of a beard this morning. It's actually gone now. I used a shaving device to remove it. The ceiling is real. It is. It is. Stalagmites, stalactites. Gonna go crazy with ceiling placement. Yes, Goblin. That was one of my biggest reasons. All right. So, anyways, I'll explain what else you can do in here. Regardless of what style of place of dungeon you choose, you still have access to like all these other things. So you need a dungeon entrance. So in this case, I'm gonna put a dungeon entrance. We'll say people are gonna enter in from here. And the cool thing is you can actually float this anywhere you want. I'm gonna go ahead and place it all. Yeah. Okay, so that's where people are gonna come in from. You can have multiple ones. I don't know if that just makes people randomly spawn in at a different one. It's a good question, but not really sure. All right, and then you've got your actual dungeon tiles. Now, what I will say is there's a couple of drawbacks that I've noticed. I'll select the same kind. So you can see where the tiles are that have already been laid. If I right-click on them, I think they go away. Nope, they don't. Oh no, if I just click normally on them, they go back away. So you click on a square, you get something, you know, to appear / disappear. Okay, so you can make cool hallways. One thing I did notice is if I want to do this and then I want to have the hallway come back, you can't. So it just turns it into a square, unfortunately. So again, a couple of drawbacks in my opinion, but I'm sure this was way more complex to code and make than anything my tiny, smooth brain can comprehend. All right, I wanted this to kind of be, yeah, an entrance like that. Wait, this. Can I do... Oh, I can do precise moves in here still. They give you all the same features as a normal game. That's all I could ever ask for. Could not ask for more. Okay, so then regardless of which style you start with, whichever entrance you choose, you can still just swap it up. So I can have part of it just like convert into a cavern as if like, you know, a wall got busted through or something. So you could put some rocks and rubble here as if like somebody dug their way through or in or out or something. Concept very similar to what you'd actually find in a lot of Bethesda type stuff with what they did in Skyrim if you're old balls like me. There is kind of like normal building rooms, which are pretty cool. You can do, it just populates it with some library and, you know, for when you want to have 2 massive clocks in the same room. I don't know if these things are deletable or not. That's a good question. Are they? Let's see. NPCs. I don't know. Oh, you can. Glorious day. Glorious day indeed. Can you have a dungeon inside of a dungeon? That's a question I don't know the answer to. I don't think so, because there's no... I only have the scenery items. I did notice, I think when I first uploaded this, when I first downloaded the update, I think they accidentally had everything in here, so you could start to really break stuff, but it looks like it's been patched out, so good on them. But yeah, I don't think you can have dungeons inside of dungeons. I'm gonna take a sip of water here real quick, my friends. You could kind of just make walls as well. You could just make walls, that's right. You could potentially just use scenery to make walls, that's true. People would walk through them, unfortunately. You should add raids. I'm sure a concept like that will go at some point. Perhaps need to be in the sewers. Can you use travel point? No, you can't use travel points. It's not one of the scenery items. People were asking for outdoor tile sets. Just like the dungeons on the Discord. I was like, on the disc, do people still buy games on discs in the Discord? The famous sewer dwarves. Dungeonception. I think those are just... I think you're right, yes. Yes, sewer dwarves are just gnomes. Okay. I apologize if you hear me drinking. I like to stay hydrated, you know. Okay, so you got that one. What else did I not do on here? Got... Come on. What was this one? Oh, here's your actual sewer tiles. You can make, like, you know, a whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed game if you want. Oh my gosh, that actually sounds like a brilliant idea. Somebody do that and put it on the Discord. Please, somebody make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles MMO. You'd be my hero. And then the castle one, which I think we already did, and then the, yeah, you got the arid one, which is the one thing I'm obviously grasping for a lot here. I'm not trying to like be, you know, ungrateful, but this is like feels like a pyramid ruin kind of thing. There's like sand on the walls, artifacts, that type of situation. I wish you could, well, I mean, again, you might be able to clean it up a little bit and turn it into an actual like arid building. So like in the actual Shatterstone game, I'm planning on doing a dungeon in the city of Jladir, the one that's like in the canyon, and I want it to be a dungeon that's like takes place in one of those big city buildings, and you kind of have to fight your way through some of the like mafia mob bosses that we built out there. So, all right, let's build something for real here. So we're gonna go. This was into the head of a. Oops. Oh, you can like switch them over. Good to know. That makes it annoying to kind of delete, but I deserve this. Okay. So it was into the belly of a beast. So why don't we like make it a cave? That. To start with. Well, this actually brings up an interesting question. Does the ceiling change with the tile? So I've got one tile here. Sorry, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that... Yes, it does. It does, in fact, change the ceiling of that one tile. This is what I'm here for, people. Discovering all the things for you. Not that you're incapable of doing it on your own. I just... You know, actually, this should have kind of a thin walkway. Let's kind of have to make it turn. Get rid of all this. Wish I had a better delete function. Double clicking all these. We'll go like this, and then it'll turn a corner, and then let's go one more that way, not there, like this, and then we'll reveal and open up into kind of a semi-big ground room sort of thing like this. And to answer the stalactite question, the cave one comes with some stalactites, which is cool. I don't know if those assets were added in there. Should figure that out. Probably be under rocks. I mean, there's already sort of... There's these things that you... Oh, forgot how big that asset was. Already these things, but they don't really match rock-wise. Huh. Oh, well. Alright, so what I'm going to do for you guys as a gift is we're going to put some crystals in here. And we'll have them kind of like... Oh, that's a little obnoxious. Touch the ceiling? Kinda. We're gonna make kind of a preemptive cave for our friend. We're doing an origin story today. That's what we're doing. Are you ready to find out the origin story of who we're doing this for? There's blue crystals, so I hope you guys all understand who this is for. We're laying out the setting. Origin story for the one and only. Okay. Sand on the walls can still work, as the door is constantly open. That's true. We could say they left the door open, the wind just blew in. Anyways, that's a side note. Get carried away. Alright, so I don't want to do... I want to do place on object. Oh, there we go. That's what I need. Then I can make like stalactites built around it like that. A lot easier. Okay, some other things that are in here before I stop talking and become... you know, blind. There's, let's see, you got paint. So this is really cool, and this is something I hope kind of gets implemented into the... Whoa, those actually do stick up. That's cool. This is something I hope gets implemented in the base game as well, because you can paint the floor, which is something I know we kind of can do with like grass and desert or snow and stuff, and as far as the landscapes outside. But as I think, yeah, this doesn't change or delete scenery when you do it, which is really cool. So I can go like that. And then I think, let's see, is there an erase function? Yep, there is. Erase function that does not work. Paint fill from the floor. Okay. That one? Nope, still painting cobble. Trevor! What the heck? Oh, that's cool. You could just make like a shape on the floor? A heart? Okay, you gave us a circle, a square, a gear, and a heart, but you couldn't give us like a star or something like that. Anywho. Solid. What is that? Just red. Oh, wait, hold on. Base. Ah, okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Set to defaults. So if I go and check. Oh, that's just picking up. Can't do like random colors though in the room. Oh, I can do the stalactite. That's cool. Can I do, no, that's, oh, it's picking up the floor. That's what it's doing. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, anyways, there's cool things in here. Because you can do, like, weird cosmic stuff. So you could make, like, a dungeon that takes place in, like, some weird goopy place. You can do, like, an astral plane type of thing. I mean, this is pretty saucy right here. It's kind of one-dimensional, obviously, when you're down here on the ground, but what can you do? But the other cool thing that this is what I'm really hoping goes in the base game, water. Water that looks like it's moving. Granted, again, it's a little one-dimensional. It's okay. But this would save so much trouble in the base game for a lot of the stuff that I know I tried to do. The river in Eastwash wouldn't be a giant canyon if this was the case. There's a lot more functionality to it. So everyone cross your fingers. I'm sure it will be implemented into the regular game at some point. So if I go and select, and I'm sorry if people are screaming at me in the chat right now, but if I go like this, okay, it does reset it. So I can just like, yeah, it's kind of tedious, but I'm just gonna get rid of all of my beautiful fires I put in. Look at me just wasting time. Okay, let's do the layout first because that'll be more fun. Ooh, actually, I don't like how I started off to the side here. Can I move this? Well, I guess I can move the starting point. Let's go off the edge here. Doot, like that. Drag in void space, indeed. Yeah, see, Austin, aren't I right? Painting rivers, that's like literally something I wish we had for a while, but again, small team, I get it. I get it. I don't want to... I'll get rid of that. I just want to select this. Please let me move it. Move. There we go. Okay, so we can put that wherever we want. I don't think there's another entrance that probably works better than that, right? Is there a cave one? No. That's the other thing. Yeah, there's not that many entrances. You got mansion, arid, classic, and sewer. Okay, that's where we're going. Alright, layout still. Let's add... Why am I clicking on the wrong things? Doofus over here. Okay, so let's go this way. This is gonna... Think of this as like an entry-level dungeon. That's the word I'm thinking of. There's some concepts in here that are new to the game entirely. So you've got keys, both normal and boss keys. Okay. I will explain, well, really the difference is they open doors. So let's say we take a key, we got a little key with a skeleton on it. I believe, can these move like normal scenery? Sort of. You can rotate it. You can put it on like a table maybe. If I did that, let's see. I'm gonna test and see if I can remember where all the proper scenery pieces are hidden at. Let's just say there's a random table over here. Can I place this on said table? The answer should be yes. No. It says off the map? What? And it can't be placed on scenery. Okay, so there's one thing I would maybe hopefully correct. Is make keys like placeable. I guess it's weird. I guess they probably have to be an asset that the players can actually walk up to and touch. So if they're kind of like hidden in a bunch of junk or behind stuff, I don't know if they'd be able to walk into it. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could put that on the table. Anyways, you can have a key, okay? Because you can also put locked doors. So if I take our layout button here and we add a direction here, let's say we're going to connect up to this way. And I'll just go like that. What you can do is you can add a door. Let's grab. And these snap into place kind of. They just like slide through here. So you can't really, I mean, you can flip them, but you can't really like put them out in the open in places. They only go in sections that you create like little tubes of. So you can see here it like automatically kind of is snapping into each one of those locations. So you can go like this, and actually I don't like that style. I'm being nitpicky in a game right now that doesn't mean much. What do I got here? What is this one? Why do these look the same? They look very similar. Alright, we'll do this one that's like a gate. Seeing as that's the best thing you could probably do in a cave. I wish do like a ruined one. I'm sure there'll be more. Yeah, they've got to be working on more of these assets, I'm sure, as time goes by, because there's nothing in here for arid. There's nothing in here for... I guess this one kind of could be the sewer one, but some of the things don't really match asset-wise. Okay, so we got a gate here. And as far as I know, what'll happen is players can't go through this unless they get a key to go through it. So then they would be forced to kind of like explore, and they would come down here. So as like a first little introductory section, it'd be like, oh, let's go ahead and put in some NPCs. So let's put in, we'll just put in a basic mod. Does this have the circle? I'm not seeing if there's a circle that's being created. Oh, I have to select the enemy, that's why. Duh. Okay, so if I go like that, I create a little enemy zone. Now we've got a skeleton zone. Let's make it crowded-ish. Okay, so now they're going to come down here. They've got to fight skeletons, and then they're going to be able to find the key. Once they get the key, they'll be able to unlock the door, and then that'll unlock the rest of it. As far as I know, any key will open any door, but I think each key can only be used once. I don't have any verification of that, but yeah. What's with the giant upgrade? And oh, my bad. Let me get rid of that. There you go. That was so when we were on the home screen for the game MMORPG. At the main screen, you guys didn't see my Steam account because I'm secretive like that. It was my little emergency sensor. Should name a dungeon Bleak Falls Barrow in mad respect to the god Howard. The next dungeon should be George's Temple, where a bunch of people worship him. Well, we're gonna have like a George, not really George, but a a Everstone Golem dungeon in the main game, basically in Karak. So that area, like I said, I wanted to make Karak an entire underground, under mountain, windy pathway type thing. But I figured if we do it as a dungeon, we could just use the cave system, put tons of crystals and snowy things, and put a bunch of Georges in there to fight and stuff. So a basic dungeon, you want to keep some simple design. I would say, you want to create something on a base level, early level, where it's like, oh, here's a gate. You got to get through the gate. You need a key. You find a key. You open the gate. You move on to something more advanced, and that's kind of the game loop that continuously gets created. So then you could have them come in here, and then we'll do an elite. So we can do a little elite skeleton, or again, we can do, surround him with non-elite skeletons for a really hard boss fight. I don't think there's any way, though, to create, like, connections between outside quests and the dungeons. So you can't really have a quest where you say, oh, go fight and kill this boss at the end of this dungeon. Hopefully that's a thing that can be made eventually. I'm hoping you can make quests that'll be like, oh, go complete this dungeon, which would be the same thing. And I'm hoping that you can make kind of things within the dungeons eventually that are like, okay, they have to defeat at least this one character in order for it to be completed. So there's still some things that I think can be added on to, but for the most part, like, I mean, it's a pretty cool setup so far. So let's do this. So that would be like a really the most basic dungeon you could possibly do. You could do like a combo one. So some of the stuff I'm thinking of doing for like both in Jladir and in what's it called, in the capital city, is to have like sections that are going to be houses, right? So you got a house. I'm gonna create like a loop here, so pretend like there's walls connecting each one of these. Then you got, here's like a living room, and then over here you got like hallway. We'll just pretend it's straight, and then we can go in and have like, little bedrooms. So you could do like a quest line that's a building where it's like, hey, you got to go into a hotel, and in the hotel, obviously this is not the most square scenario to be building in, but you can like rooms and stuff like this. Like, oh, go to the inn, and you can make the inn like literally one of the buildings, like the maybe the haunted building one, and you can make it like an inn that you got to go through and scare away a ghost or something like that. You can make the kitchen, you can make the living room, all the rooms, front desk check-in. You can make it a big mansion. There's a lot of freedom here, so I'm actually thoroughly excited, about where this can go. You have to complete this hard dungeon, but it gets you to the new area quicker. I don't know if you can make them as like entry points to something else. That would be a cool idea, though. I like that. You should go all over the regions you want to add in. You mean in terms of like in the actual Shatterstone game? You guys are mocking my net worth right now. I don't appreciate this. I'm a millennial who owns a house. Believe me, my net worth is far lower than what that number is. Having the capital be full of optional building dungeons in the region still be level 1 friendly. Yeah, that's another thing I want to do with the capital is like obviously within it we made it scale from 1 to 20. So like there's only so much you can do in the capital city itself as far as quest designs go unless you put in like actual like leveled enemies. But yeah, you could 100%. I'm planning on putting a number of dungeons in there. I think would be a lot of fun. You could do like a level 5 one, a level 10 one, a level 15 one, a level 21. I think it'd be cool to have like a castle based one that takes place in the castle, the capital. That's like, you got to go in and as like one of the last fights of the entire game and save the emperor or choose to betray him. Depending on how you feel. Oh, I don't really know. What should I do here? It's honestly really hard to come up with an idea for a dungeon if I'm not building it in the actual playthrough, because it's obviously not saved in that game. Let's do this. I got an idea. Let's start a timer. What time is it? 9:41 where I am. That'll give you an idea of what time zone I live in. 9:41, and let's do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dungeon. I'm gonna give myself 30 minutes. How about that? Let's see if I can do a power dungeon in 30 minutes. I'm gonna grab my phone, turn the timer on. Is there no music in here too right now? That's kind of annoying. The game's music isn't playing in the dungeons, is it? Thoroughly upset by that. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. Everyone, chill out. Chill out. I'm gonna do a little bit of musicking. But I'm gonna use the music that I usually put into videos. Because it should all be stream friendly, which is good. I also just wanted an excuse to show my technical difficulties page because I like to feel like I've accomplished something in the world of streaming. I am new here and curious about the style theme of the game and dungeons. You have come to the semi-right place. We welcome you with open arms to our lovely community. Mr. Eridorian? Or is it Eridorian? We're looking at dungeons. We're gonna build a quick dungeon, but I'm trying to get some music going here first. I want to make sure I don't accidentally put like Kerbal Space Program music in here too. That would be funny. Let's see. Ooh. I wonder if I can get in trouble for playing this. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna do it. The greatest game soundtrack of all time. Okay. Let's see if it's on repeat. I should make sure it's on repeat. Like a power gaming soundtrack. Repeat all on one. I'll mix it up too if it gets old. Boop. Okay. Alright. We're doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dungeon, so we need to make a sewer entrance. I feel so bad now. The person who suggested we do the tunnel sewer entrance one, I shot down so fast, and here I am like, oh, let's make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. Oh, I'm such a jerk. I'm sorry, whoever suggested that. You are, why can't I click? Oh, never mind, it's gone. Okay. That was... Nope, it's gone. It's back again? Trevor! What is it? Why is it doing that? Stop doing that. Man, it's like a... Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Does that delete it? Nope, it's still there. Okay, guys, I think my game is broken. Deleted this. Okay, let's just move on and pretend like we didn't see any of that. Didn't happen. Okay, anyways, back to me feeling guilty and funny about is there a crypt style dungeon set? Crypt style. Maybe kinda. I mean, it depends on what you mean by crypt. If you mean by like arid pyramid-y crypt, yes, you could do that for sure. You could make a castle as well. That could be crypty. And then, yeah, that's probably the only one that would really work for crypts is those two, most likely. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. You guys are taking advantage of my inability to focus on one thing at a time. Borderline ADHD over here. Okay, so we're gonna enter the sewer. And then we need to have the sewer come into like a little opening area. I don't think I have any quests. Oh, I forgot to start a timer. I have a 30-minute timer to do this. We're doing the power hour over here. Timer, stopwatch, ready, and... Oh, timer. Let's do timer. Not stopwatch. I won't pay attention to it. Okay, 30 minutes starts now. Okay, so feel free to start your own stopwatches too. So we're going Ninja Turtles. You gotta go into the sewer, and we're gonna say like when you get to here, you're gonna meet the Ninja Turtles, and they're gonna be the quest givers, and they're gonna be like, yo, or actually Master Splinter would be the proper quest giver, I suppose. And there's a problem going on over here. Stuff. Let's build something that's kind of cool though. So you'll go in here. Let's actually split it. And then we'll do like introductory section for combat. Gonna be here because quickly grab, let's see, gate. We'll put a gate there. So you're gonna walk down this way and you're gonna be like, oh wait, I can't go that way. Okay, I guess I'll go this way. And then you get thrown into introductory combat. Let's add skeletons. I know I literally just did this in the other one, but oh crap, I did that thing where I right click and it gets rid of it. Story of my life. Then we need key here. Very limited key selection. Okay, there. Key there. That then gets you into this room. And let's say this is gonna have direction this way. How much time I got? It's been a minute and a half. I gotta leave enough time for detailing. That's the important part. Have this just like open up to the right really big. Oh good, that won't overlap. Perfect. I'm like looking at chat at the same time, which is just destroying my ability to focus on what I'm doing. Do turtles instead of skeleton. We don't want to fight the Ninja Turtles. We want to fight the, you know, other mutants that are bad. Oh, are you guys? Are you gonna make me do like game design stuff here too? Exit dungeon. No, don't exit dungeon. Design. Okay. Here we go. We need to. I'm making a game in 30 minutes. This isn't fair. Okay. Model editor. How do I make a turtle? Is there a turtle preset? Please tell me there's a turtle preset. Is there there's a iguana type thing? There's gotta be a turtle. Isn't there a turtle? I thought there was a turtle. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, perfect. We got a turtle, and it needs to be. We need to change the stance to humanoid. This is not as funny as I feel like I'm making it in my head, but it's perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna be able to functionally do this in 30 minutes. Okay, I need to gather myself. This is perfect. This is the best impromptu thing I've ever done in this game. I love it. I need to do this more often. Okay, I need like, I don't know, like ninja legs. What do ninja legs look like? Are these the same asset? No. That is. That kind of works. I need to make the torso way smaller. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting a little better. Take the bone scale up. There we go. That's more in line. Okay, let's go sideways. Right in. I hate how small this box is. Can I zoom out on it? Oh, I can't. Duh. Gotta go up a little bit. No, by the way. No. Oh, which leg am I? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong leg. Right. Okay. Daisy. The tail. Do the Ninja Turtles actually have tails? I can't remember. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm doing sideways. I don't want to do sideways. Let's forward and back. That's what I need to do. Not lined up. I should probably make it smaller. Let's go up a little bit so it's not mistaken for something else. There we go. Okay, so they got little tails. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to fix their arms. Where's my timer at? Oh my gosh, it's already been almost 5 minutes. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm like panicking in my head right now. What is like a ninja hand? Or like a monk or something? It's gotta... These colors are all off too. Oh, this one's got like bracers on. I like that. Where's the duplicate? Bracers, bracers. That one. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm sorry if you guys are chatting me. I'm like trying to look at the chat now. Oh my gosh. In the end, there's only one choice, and that choice is George. This is true. Maybe we'll make a George-based MMO the next time we do something like this. What am I looking for? Where am I? Oh, I'm on heads. Okay, that's the right head. I just need to... You guys are chatting me, and it's... Should I do it different? I guess this is the only head that really works for a turtle, huh? There's nothing else, huh? Can I choose a different head? Is that okay if I do a different head? Can I go like that? Is that acceptable? Everyone in the chat, just tell me if the lizard raptor head is acceptable. Don't say my turtle is a monster goblin. What are you talking about? I could do this. That would be horrifying. If I really wanted to give you guys nightmare fuel, it'd be walrus-powered turtle. Alright, we'll do... Back to this. I just don't know how to do with that neck. There's nothing I can do with that. Because even if I go and line up the head like that, there's still a neck sticking out in the back. You accept the... Okay, I got one acceptance on the Ninja Raptor. We'll do the Ninja Raptor. It just doesn't... There's no other heads that really work. I mean, let's be honest, like, does anybody remember the Ninja Turtle movies from, like, the 80s and 90s? Probably not. Just gonna date myself. I mean, those were kind of nightmare fuel. I mean, those, like, animatronic weird heads. Please, somebody else in their 30s, like, back me up here for a second. Do a human head to throw off. There, I did, okay, yeah, I realize I'm on a delay. I did shrink the head a little bit, there you go. I feel like it just doesn't really work all that great, though. I'm running out of time too quickly. What are we at? I don't even know, my phone refuses to tell me now. It's been almost 8 minutes, and I have been sitting here in character creation. Okay, we're fine there. I need to go back to the arms now. And we just need to adjust these a little bit. I wish you could, like, angle them a little different. Which one do I got here? Is this the right one? Nope, that's the other one. My bad. Mobby. Like that. We're gonna go down. I'm gonna have to go like this, and then I'm gonna have to like scale it outward. It's gonna have to go like that. As mind-numbing as that actually is. Painful, but it's what we have to do, guys. What we have... I'm sorry, whoever is being offended by this, but it's what we must do. Okay, let's look at the colors real quick. Oh, perfect. We gotta do like dark green, old school Ninja Turtles. What is this one for? Is this, that one is either. Okay, there's the shell. What color are turtle shells? I don't really know. Just, yeah, that's like good, like a tan. And then, is this, which one is, okay, that's, I don't remember which Ninja Turtle is red. Now I'm really making myself look bad. Quick, somebody with more Ninja Turtle knowledge than me, say something funny, because we can't put headbands on them, so they're gonna wear their colors elsewhere. All right, I'm pretty happy with this horrendous turtle. Now that we have at least one, what's called a scout. Hero and a half shell. There we go. Okay. The abilities, gosh, I'm not gonna be able to do all this. Okay, we're just worrying about assets. That's all we're worrying about. Okay, design. We have monsters. I haven't unlocked everything else. What do I got for prefabs? Resets. Here we go. I know we need one of them to be a rhino. There is a crocodile too, isn't there? And we'll leave the crocodile. If I turn these into humanoids, what happens? Hey, yes, perfect. That is the enemy I need right there. I'm gonna do the same thing with the rhino, because heck yeah. That's already humanoid? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Hilarious. Love it. Who's one of the other? Well, we need to make Shredder, obviously. There's where's that one dude? This guy. And then we'll just change the head. Let's actually go torso, adjust. We're gonna take his bone scale up so he's ginormous. Change the head to... This might be the best thing we've got for Shredder. And then no. I guess he does have spiky stuff on his head, doesn't he? I think his helmet's got spiky stuff. Oh, that is terrifying. Let's not do green. Oh, the dark red, that's good. Okay, there's our Shredder. Shredder. That's not right. Shredder have 2Ds or 1? That doesn't look right to me. Rats. Oh, we do need a rat, but for like, I would love it if Splinter could be in this, but you can't put like base NPCs in. The example being, like, if you go to NPCs, it's just enemies, so you can't put like quest givers and guards and stuff. I hope they implement that at some point, so there are like safe zones you can put in. But yeah, what do I have here for enemies now? Don't. What is this? Skeleton zone. Delete it. Okay, gotta fight some crocs, then you're gonna come in here. How much time do I have? I'm not giving myself updates. Okay, I still got 17 minutes. Then let's say we're gonna have a boss fight of a crocodile in here. And then if you get too close to the edges, we'll put some like rocks kind of protecting him a little bit. Oh, why are you making another region? Don't do that. Perfect. No, go over here. What? Why is that circle moving so slow? Can't I click on things? Okay, I have no time for this. Back to the drawing board, the layout. Wait, that's a cave. I don't want a cave. Go into this direction. And then we'll throw in some other NPCs. We need some rhinoceri. Oh, there's literally one rhinoceros there. Did I make this? Still labeled as a bear. That's my fault. I apologize. Crowded. Oh, there we go. Alright, and then we'll go like this. We'll give an option. Go multiple directions. this one. We'll make a dead end. We're gonna add a key. And we're gonna say that there is a boss here. We'll make it a rhino boss. So kill him and get the key. And then we need to have a door. We're gonna have 2 doors. Boom, and oh, please give me a second door, please. Please give me another door, please. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. And then bam, 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 bam. I'm like Emerald over here. Bam, 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 bam. Bamming too many things at the same time. Okay. And then let's make like a we'll do some painting. Just to make brush. Sewers have leaked down here. We'll put more. It becomes really hard to click on things fast and do this like adequately when I feel like I'm under time pressure. Want another key. So this will have another key. So you can choose to use the key, I think, in any spot. So if they use the key over here, it's going to take them the actual normal direction. And I think what I might do is... Again, I keep clicking on the wrong things. Connect it to there. Okay. And then we'll utilize that cave system as well. Alright, so then you grab the key here, and that'll get you in there. But if you do end up going in here, you get the bonus key to still make sure you can go through the other door. And I believe... yeah, treasures. So this is a totally new concept, and I haven't touched on it at all. But basically, I think these are things people can pick up, and then they might be able to, like, sell them for later for loot or something. So let's do... what do we got here? Actually, let's look at all these. We got, like, a wooden chest. Big bossy chest. Another chest. Crates full of stuff. So I guess you can just loot things. You put gems. So if you want to make a mine, that's pretty cool. Or, like, an amulet. Yeah, I think they're just valuables. They don't actually, like, prevent you, I think, from stopping players from doing anything. Spell tome. Cool. Alright, we need something of value down here. The Elder Scroll itself. Let's just say there's a big bag of cash, and you can grab big bags of cash that were stolen because these are thieves and they robbed a bank, and you can... you know, either go and just kill Shredder and be done with it, or you can actually take back all the things that he stole as well. And then we're gonna go over here, and how much time do I have? 12 minutes? 12 minutes remaining. Alright, we need... we'll just leave that floor as is. There's skeletons over here. Let's, instead of skeletons... Where am I? Get rid of the skeletons. I think this was a boss skeleton, wasn't it? You, sir. Can you please go away? Can I not delete him? There's no delete button on here like there is in the normal game. Now I gotta go into scenery and get delete. And that doesn't delete him. Alright, Trevor. This is like straw number 3. Can I... Alright, I'm officially moving him over to this other dungeon over here. He refuses to move. Trevor, if you're listening, we need to have a talk. How difficult shall our dungeon be? This is a level 1 dungeon at the moment because I built it in a level 1 territory technically. But you can make it has to line up with whatever region you build it in your base game. All right, well I'm a little upset I can't get rid of the skeleton. So now there's a skeleton there. So what I was gonna say was I was gonna make like a bunch of baby shredders. And you have to fight the baby shredders. And then we'll put a little thing here as well. Oh, I don't like that one. I'll just put another gate one. So while you're fighting the shredders, you gotta find kind of, you know, the key to get out of here. And then over here, clicking on the wrong buttons. We'll make like a mini boss chamber. Not for actual shredder, but we're gonna make it, gosh, I cannot click on things very well right now. Good at that hallway. Bring this out to here, there to there. And then we're gonna put like an elite version of these two guys in here. So you gotta fight both of them at the same time. And then just for kicks and giggles, we're gonna make our boss key right in between them, so you can either try and run and do a run and grab, or just kill them and make it easier. And now that we have a boss key, we can actually make a boss door. We'll make a boss door here, and that can only be opened with said boss key. I don't think you have to attach these. General service, no. I think as long as they go and get a boss key, they should be able to open this. I haven't really seen players go through these things yet, but it is what it is. Let's keep it a cave. Make it windy-ish. There's a big reveal. I'm gonna come over here. Can I hold it? Oh my gosh, I can hold it down. Where has this been this whole time? Okay, well, I'm glad I figured that out. Guys, you can just hold it down and, like, paintbrush it. Oh, lovely day. Okay. Cool. And then this would be the area of the game where the devs would be like, oh, yeah, we're gonna, like, load you up on potions and stuff beforehand because you're about to go into a boss fight. Here's a grand ring of protection from slashing damage, and here's the amulet of increased health, and here's the time stopper that stops time for 10 seconds so that you can have a few free attacks on your enemy. And then we will put in Shredder himself. Doesn't look very intimidating when he's just kind of standing in this big open room, but there is Shredder. And let's put some baby shredders in here too. Well, 2 baby shredders around the edges, so if you decide that you want to try and run and hide from him, you'll have to deal with baby shredders. Okay. I don't know, is there a way? I guess... I'm wondering how you make an exit. Can I make an exit? Wait a second. Wow, this is actually bigger than I thought it was. Cool. Did I make I didn't make an entrance, that's for one. That would help. Okay, so if I make this, sewer entrance 17. 17? What? Currently open. Okay. But how do I signify where the end is? Does anybody know? Make the secret boss have I can't change the level them because again the area that I built the entrance to the dungeon in was in a level 1 zone, so unless I go and change that, which I think I can. Let's see. Dungeon light oh, I didn't know I could do this. Angle? What? Whoa! No way! Oh, this is like... whatever I thought was the limitations. What? My mind has been blown. Oh, you can make it look so... yes! I'm sorry if I'm screaming into my mic, but oh yes! I love lighting. Everyone should know I love lighting compared to... based on what I do in the base game. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. What does strength do? I can make it darker even still. Oh my gosh, guys, the ambience. Can you think of it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Oh my gosh. And as you like open up into big areas, it feels like it reveals. It's gonna bring tears to my eyes. Color, what is... Oh, yes. You could make it like... brand. I love it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Density, height. Whoa! I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm breaking it. Oh, I got some like disco lighting going on here now. Ambient light. This is so cool. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't like drag this on for you guys, but my goodness, the customization of the atmosphere. You have gathered my attention. I'm gonna have to play around with this a lot more, because I don't even know what to say right now. That's pretty awesome. Okay, anyways, I was gonna exit the dungeon. I got sidetracked. What I was gonna do... Grid, we're gonna go levels. So if I want to go like this, and let's just make this like levels 1 through 10. And then if I go back into said dungeon, okay, so now we're back in. Okay. Yeah, I wanted it to have this green shady look, like we're in a sewagey, green, slimy, you know, turtle place. Anyways. Okay, so that's good. Now if I go back into design, obviously... Oh no, this isn't what I wanted. I want... If I change the level of these, right? Can I do that? I can! Hooray! Awesome. Okay, so let's do first zone. Make those like level 2s. Make these guys. We'll make these little guys level 1s, but then the main guy here. Oh, I have to choose his level. Make him a level 3, so he's gonna be harder. Big bossy dude. You're gonna go through here with a group of 4 people, so. You gots to... Oh wait, I just remembered. I can't delete them. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. It's an early access game. I get it. I get it. Get it? Okay, well, in that case, all the raid boss guys can't be changed, because I can't get rid of the ones that are currently there. Unless we have 2 Shredders. Perhaps Shredder has learned the ability to transition and duplicate himself. Also, I got 2 minutes and 20 seconds on this 30-minute build. I'm just gonna put a level 5 Shredder here. So like you get fooled by the level 1 Shredder. He's just a decoy. Decoy level 1 Shredder. Let's put another decoy level 1 Shredder in there. Boop. I said boop. Okay, so there's main Shredder and then there's 2 decoy Shredders that will just die real fast. You want to go for big juicy Shredder. He's the real one. And there you have it. In under 30 minutes. The Ninja Turtles dungeon. Granted, it's not, you know, fleshed out with scenery and stuff, but I don't know. There's not even really like sewagey scenery, is there? What could you put in a sewer? Kind of put ruins in it, maybe. If there's something like caved in and there was a building above you, that could work. I'm just coming up with ideas now. Rocks, yeah, obviously you could put some rocks in there. Oh, you could put lots of skeletons and stuff. Like something died in the sewers. Ants, I don't... Well, yeah, you could put something like this in there. You know, if you did like a sewage one that's been like overrun by stuff in your own games, maybe I'll do it in my own. Yeah. Anything else you guys think I should do in the dungeons? There's not much else content-wise. I think I've showed just about everything there is to show. Add killer wasps. Perhaps we could do that. Kill mobs to delete them in dungeons. Oh. Kill them? What do you mean kill them? Like this. Oh. Well, thank you, good sir. Colby, you are the hero of the day, but I'm really liking my Shredder decoy idea, so Shredder's decoys are staying. I will delete this guy. That's kind of a weird concept, I guess, but I wouldn't say it's counterintuitive. That makes sense to me once you say it. Makes sense. I just assumed I was, you know, really cool and discovered something new. Oh, that's my timer going off. My 30 minutes is up. Okay, there's a level 3 guy there. I'll just update these because obviously that's what was meant to happen to begin with. Those were just crocodiles. Is there another? Oh, I'm missing the guy over here. That's right. Which one's which? Level 3, level 1. You dead. Okay. Yay! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dungeon. Woo! Exactly, Cryptic Knight. He needs to send his decoys in so you fight them while he gets his big, long, dramatic bad guy speech going. You gotta have the long, dramatic monologues. What do you mean, what have I done to Trevor? I didn't do anything to Trevor. Trevor is the hero of the game. I mean, I don't want there to be rumors that some arrogant YouTuber is you know, oh, there's a Ninja Turtle there. Some arrogant YouTuber is talking poorly about a game dev when the game that he's playing and the game that guy makes is literally what built the channel. Oh, there's the music finally kicking in. I'm not in the dungeon anymore. Boop, okay. Alright, let's do this, shall we? I need to put up my little upgrade sign again. Let's, we'll save-o the game-o. Just do it on a periodic. This is probably not, you know. Okay, we'll make a new one. Ninja Stream! Now it sounds like I'm pretending to be ninja on a stream. Turn this down a little bit. Alright, and then we'll go... Alright, you guys want to see a little bit of what I slightly altered and changed in the main game? I'll show it to you, but I'm not going to build a dungeon there. I need some excitement in the chat, though. Yeah, you didn't... oh, you didn't hear music at all in the dungeon? I must not have had it very loud. I had it playing... what's it? The soundtrack from Morrowind. Do. All right, jump on in. Hopefully this doesn't like crash upon load. It's not a thing that happens, but there is a ton of scenery assets in this. There are some times when I'm playing this where it will come to a crawl randomly. Makes you really terrified when you think about the fact that if I keep growing this as big as the game could be, the game will just like not load anymore. I mean, you can already see how slow this is moving. There she is. All right, I'm gonna pause it so that we try to pause it. There we go. All right, we can maybe do some things in here. Nothing like extravagant or anything, but all right. So this was Moonhaven that I'd been working on most recently. My gosh, when you come into something detailed like this compared to what I was just in, it does kind of put it more in perspective for myself, actually, which is good. Sometimes I My patience surprises myself. Just take a minute to absorb it. All right. Oh gosh, that was a big lag. So a couple things that did get added, and I do talk about this actually in the next episode that I've already recorded, because actually right now, if I were to click on any of the NPCs and stuff in here, like a lot of these new ones, they already have quests built out. So Princess Ella here, or not Princess, Priestess Ella has quests built out that were actually in the next episode. So Moonhaven actually takes players up from, takes them through level 6 and 7 now. Oops, I want to do that. Hey man. I'm gonna pause it again because otherwise things get cranky at me. So yeah, I added some flowers and stuff here. I think maybe some of the bush scenery too. Probably use some more bushes in some areas. I do actually need to add some scenery around these, what are those? These are bandits over here. There's also another bandit section I built over here. So I could, I guess if we want to, do a little bit of that. But yeah, there's just a bit of scenery. There's some more trees over on this side. Oh, I know what I can show you. Over here, our wizard tower got totally updated. He's got a little walkway that goes all the way up some rocks that I put around it. He's got a little workstation up here with, you know, his study tables and whatnot. And he's got a little crane so he can bring supplies up there. And I made a little entrance down here. This kind of goes through here, boop, and you can walk up there. I have way too much free time. No, I don't. But when I do, or to Shatterstone it. I also put this tower here. I think this was a new asset. When I put it here, I had never seen it before. When I say new asset, it's probably months old. I just, you know, haven't actually seen everything like that. Yeah, this one is definitely not something that I was used to placing in other places, so I thought it looked cool just kind of going inside the wall there. It was pretty sweet. Like it had been built as an addition to the ruin. Probably took 30 minutes to an hour. What took 30 minutes to an hour? This thing? I think I was working from home one day, and when I took my lunch break, I was just like, screw it, and I was eating lunch and kind of like building this for fun at the same time, and then went back to work for the rest of the day. So sometimes I'm just like, an idea comes to me and I'm like, ah, I should build that thing. Mostly it's just a lot more scenery. I think most of this was still here. Oh, there is a big tower here now. It's kind of eyesore thing. I didn't know what to do with it. It'll have lore connections at some point. Sometimes you just gotta place it and then be like, yeah, that's gonna be a thing at some point. Don't know when, but at some point. So, oh, I know what I can do. I can tell you guys about where I plan to do dungeons. So this cave was 100% designed with the mindset of there being a cave dungeon. So it'll be a kind of a smaller, easier, not easier one. It'll be a high level for this area, 6 or 7. But it's just going to be, you know, a cave of wolves and trying to clear that out. Maybe you find some kind of hidden, I don't know, gem of sorts. We'll figure that out. How are my kids doing? My kids are doing good. Actually, nobody is home right now. This is why I'm able to have a stream. My spouse is off visiting her family, and I was just incapable of getting the time off of work. So here I am on the weekend alone in my house. I'll turn the music up so you guys can actually hear it. Here I am alone in my house. I figured I'd share it with some internet friends. So thanks for joining me. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Okay, so anyways, that was where one dungeon will be. I'll probably put another one over here. So, oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna build one somehow inside this house-ish or something. Looking at what they actually do. That music's not too loud, is it? Am I talking over it easy enough? Somebody give me, I'll wait for the chat to update. Take a sip of water while I'm waiting. Also, if anyone's curious, some of the songs you'll hear I think our base game songs, some of the ones like this one that you hear in my playthroughs all the time, is one that I added the file into the game, so. Okay, music's good volume. Thanks, Goblin. Okay, so yeah, one here because this is going to be connected to these kind of druids that are doing shady business here. There we go. I'll just let it play. It's fine. So these druids are going to have some like shady business dealings in their farmstead. So we'll have one there. We'll have one in the cave over there. I'm thinking I might also be able to have one over here. So 3 dungeons in one region, probably excessive. I might have to contemplate whether that's a good idea or not. Another one, obviously Karak is going to be a cave one here, kind of, you know, putting some George lore into it, because originally this was like, oh, how can I make an indoor cave dungeon type thing? And yeah, obviously there's limitations, but now the limitations have been expanded. Some other spots where there are going to be, I'll just go back through following the path that our players follow. So in Jladir, yes, we're going to have a city one. So remember there's, actually, if you remember, there's over here, there's, oh, that quest giver just killed that boss that's in here. That guy is in here and you've got to fight him normally. So we'll be able to actually make a dungeon that is the building that you go into and do that. So that'll be fun. And then yes, I think I saw the question in chat. The prison 100% is a dungeon, and I have been waiting on this one for a very long time, because this is one of the first ones I thought this is definitely a dungeon idea that plays a big piece of the main questline lore. It's also connected subterranean wise a little bit to over here in Brightwood. You've got the ruins of Hadar? Harad, there we go. I remember things. The ruins of Harad are separate, but like there's some cause and effect between what happened in the prison and what happened over here. So we'll have some connections lore-wise for that one. I was kind of also thinking one of two things. Either the corruption over here, I could add one in, but I kind of like how this is just a little hut that's been overtaken by stuff. And then the other option would be for the Baron's estate to put one over here, would be like have an indoor building based one. There's probably, I was thinking another desert based one over here. I know somebody just commented, use the arid one. I'm gonna try and see if there's ways I can hide the entrances. The arid one I really like as like a temple entrance to put somewhere in the rest of this, because there is some open space here that I'd like to do something with. We'll see whatever entrances are easiest to hide, if I can do them hidden, kind of like inside buildings, the way I've made buildings merge and get hidden into other things and kind of, you know, cheat the system a little bit. Another one is going to be the Trials of the Angari. So over here, that pathway where I had all these quest lines lined up, and then you fight certain things along the path related to each of the quest givers here. This will 100% be converted into a dungeon, so I'm really excited about that one lore-wise. And it'll probably kind of like start off like feeling cavey, and then it'll turn into an indoor castle segment that relates to the castle that's kind of built into the side of the hill here. My kind of miniature makeshift swamp, Minas Tirith. What else? What else? I could do like a spidery based one somewhere over here too, but that could also be again with the corruption that's in Brightwood. So trees are features. Yes, yes. What trees? What are we talking about trees for? Oh, you guys are talking about the bugs? Oh, I know what I could do that would please like half the community. I could hit this button right here. Woo! I know that drives a lot of people crazy. It's at 3,495. What should I do? I don't know. This is just one of the base ones. I should do these more often realistically, but I don't want to do more advertising. I feel like we got enough players. Let's socializing achievements. Let's do more combat. Not that these really actually add too much to the mechanics of the, you know, Tycoon game per se. Oh, I know what else I can give you a little preview for. I'm gonna try and hide it because there's segments over there. I'll do a little reveal this way. I don't actually show this in the episode that's coming out soon. I didn't build it. It was just built as part of the reveal for that. But since all of you lovely people decided to join me live, this is moving obnoxiously slow. Let's move up a little bit. Since you all took the time to join me, I will come down here. Where the heck am I? All right, there we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. This is a segment that I built off camera because it's going to be the next segment that I move into in the series. So the next episode we'll be finishing up Moonhaven, and then this will be the next region we go into. So we've kind of culminated that Road to Valkyrin quest line. Now we're going to move into the Rise of the Engari is something that I have been formulating in my head for quite a while. The other option, when we had that options tree that I was having you guys pick what was going to be the next track we did, was the Legend of the Old Gods. We'll get to that one too, but they kind of play a role in a lot of different places. But yeah, this is going to be the entrance from the port section where the Engari are into kind of their main castle. So figured it'd be cool to have a little entranceway that kind of feels like it comes. Oh, look at that reveal too. Angalore pops up at the top. Da, 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 da. And then we'll build their kind of forest home. My idea for here is may or may not be very original. It's very much think Lothlorien from Middle Earth is kind of my plan here. Utilize the trees to build buildings the same way I kind of did with the canyon pieces over here. Not super different, but it'll have a different look and a feel to it. So oh yeah, you want to look at skills, buffs, nerfs? Let's do that. That sounds like a good use of time. More Giga Trees. You must bow down to the power of the Giga Tree. Let's go somewhere. I need to like stare in a direction where there's not a lot going on behind it so the game doesn't crash. What was I getting? Oh, design. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, I know what we could also do. Let's see, how much time have we been using here? Been on for an hour and a half. That's actually not too bad, realistically. I mentally prepared myself with a big jug of water here for like a 3-hour stream, so not saying it's necessarily going to go that long, but you never know. One thing we could do though is, you know, I don't want to say much, but there is an empty slot here. There's an empty slot there. Let's see. The Elementalist is a C tier. That could use a buff. Fighters are Bs. That could use a tiny adjustment up. Paladins are As. That's good. Engari, B. They could use. It says demands for nerf, but if they're B, I feel like they could use a little increase. Alchemist is an A. That's good. That's healthy. I think you just don't want them to be S, in my opinion, or at least. It was somebody who commented long time ago on an early episode that gave such fluid recommendations on what to look for in balancing, and I never saw her comment again. I'm assuming it's a she because it was a picture of a woman, but she had such great answers, and I was like, holy crap, do you work in game design? Because I wish I could talk to that person. Oh my gosh, okay, our Warlock is S tier. They need to be dialed back just a little bit. What about the Druid? Druid's A. Okay. Druid's nice and healthy. Yeah, Elementalist does need a buff. You're right, Titan. Okay, yeah, so they probably need the most buff. They were... Man, this class has gone through the most adjustments. Whoever played my game at the earliest form, back when this was the original wizard... I wonder, though... What's causing it? Let's see, average time to level... Is that 3 hours? Average time between deaths, 10 minutes. What are the rest of them? So let's see, druids were healthy. 8 minutes between deaths. Time to level, 116. I bet that depends, though, on, like... Doesn't it depend on what level they are? Warlock doesn't die as often, which is odd, considering it should be a harder class to play. You use your own health as your resource. Optimal DPS, 0.6, 0.8. What is Elementalist? 0.4. Okay, so he probably needs a damage buff then. Got, this is more utility. I wish you could change the amount of slow, because I think everything is just damage and slowing the target. It just says slow the target for 1 second. Let's do 2. That'll help a little bit, but then we probably need to increase the base damage. Siphon mana. Oh, this is only 0.5? Ouch. Yeah, that does hurt. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt the enemies. It hurts to play that player class. We'll go 0.9. Because it is ranged. And I think most of the base damage on a lot of characters, on their base ability, is this damage. Yeah, this should be higher too. 2 there. The fireball gets a little buff. Hits a little harder and gets damage over time. This guy should hit like a truck because it doesn't have a lot of health. Let's see, protect 60%, 8 seconds. I could bring that up a little bit. 5. Smidge, just a smidge. I don't want him to rely on that. Warlock should have a little bit lower health, maybe. That would be one way to nerf their survivability, which would mean they got to be a little more sparing with using their abilities. I definitely got to go in and look at what's being utilized there, resource-wise, like what it takes to do each attack. But yeah, they definitely need a nerf. Yeah, 18. Oh, wow, that actually is really high. What is the Paladin? 16. Okay, yeah, even though, I mean, the Paladin is straight up a tank. So this guy should not be as tanky. And has to use his health as a resource. Let me just refresh my memory on all these. Damage, 0.8. That's fine. That's like everybody else, but it does have no mana cost. Well, none of them have a mana cost on their base ability, do they? I don't think they do. I don't think there's a resource cost. That's fine. That's healthy. He's a melee for all intents and purposes. Okay, so this cost user 0.5. Oh, but it basically makes it so you add 50% more damage for 5 seconds. Let's make this a full 1. Let's just see what that does. I mean, that's like double nerfs already right there, bringing their health down and affecting that. Blade of Remorse. 2.5 health. Granted, they are going to be level 2 at this point, so does that change the cost? No. Yes. Yeah, 3.8 health. 2-second cast. So it's always going to be that same percentage of their max health, but it does siphon health. Damage over time, 1? 1 damage over 2 seconds? That's like nothing. That's 0.5 damage a second. Okay, I know I just buffed them, but... I don't know, let's see what that does. Oh, my game is preparing to autosave. Fireball is a fun spell to use, though it kills DMs in their plans. No goblin, you just need to make more sorcerers and wizards in your game that have counterspell. And then when your sneaky player is like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna fireball you, you go, not today! And then they probably hate you for the remainder of the game. Or you just try and set up more of your fights in close quarters, so there's no good place to put it. Granted, that's all, you know, depends on what your game theme is, too. One health, heal over... Oh, this is a straight up heal. Okay, this is healthy. Six health regen over 8 seconds. What's the 10-second cooldown? Okay, but that's at a higher level, obviously. That's an interesting one. It like kind of just... Oh. I feel like maybe I should give them more abilities at each level. I'll have to think about that. Maybe that's something I should think about changing. Alright, let's see how that affects that class, because I feel like I gave him a good chunk of nerfs, but I did buff some other segments. You're fine. You're fine. Angari can get a buff. I always like buffing the Angari. I want this to be a non-typical ranger that kind of gets bad rap of being useless. I've always liked this ability. Melee range, damage, and a slow. Good for kiting if it's used appropriately. Aim. Oh, that's actually really good for a single target use. 5-second cooldown. 2 damage. And it's available at level 1, so pretty sure that one is pretty good. Might buff their later ones. So grapple is, I think, just a snare. It is, oh, a snare and a weaken. Or root in place, rather. Same thing as a snare, pretty much. And a quick draw. This is the one I want to buff, because this is just like, to me, this is that like ultimate Legolas type thing. Let's just do instant cast. That's a good buff. That basically doubles the time in which you can spit this out. And it's a level, I think it's a level 4 ability, isn't it? So it'd be 501 mana, 2.4 damage, and you can just like, if you want to blow all your mana into that, you could. Just do some quick DPS. Perfect. Okay. We'll see if that helps a little bit. It probably won't do enough. Paladin was healthy. Zephyr. Fighters. Deflect an oncoming attack. Prepare your own, causing 10 rage over 3 seconds and reducing all damage dealt to the target by 95% for 4 seconds. Oh yeah, this was a self-only, so you cause yourself to generate rage and you basically start deflecting all the damage like a crazy, like, think of it like not really berserker, but like all of a sudden you go into like this super focus mode and you can start like deflecting, parrying abilities left and right. Fighter should have more health than the Warlock, you think? I mean, you gotta realize the Warlock's health is its resource pool. What does the Fighter have for health? 12. That is, well... So here's the thing. I want these to follow some standard class, you know, themes. But I also want them to be slightly unique, and part of the Fighter of Zephyr is like traditional fighter, but there's like some rogue aspects to it where there's, you know, dodging, parrying, avoidance type things to it too. Like obviously he's got shield bash, but that was kind of the premise of deflect, was having this like ability to, you know, avoid damage, not so much just take it and it doesn't do anything. That's the paladin. the Warlock will, once I think more abilities get fleshed out on it, it's going to be more of like a drain tank. So I want it to be beefy. Easy to kill if you gang up and focus it, but if it's one-on-one, he's going to win because he'll just start doing damage to you and draining your health back into his own health pool. So all the fighters are front lines. Yeah, they are. That's why I mean early game they're going to be maybe a little soft, but as they get abilities, I kind of want them to be yeah, more like a duelist like fighter. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm trying to avoid, you know, tropes of like standard class situations. And basically my mindset when I see comments of somebody saying that's not how a ranger operates, it needs to have blah 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 blah, I'm like, if you're disagreeing with my concept of a ranger, then in my eyes I've built my ranger the way I want them to be, which is different than what others would expect. Same goes for the fighter. Fighter should be high DPS. He is. Where is it? No, that's the base ability. So he generates rage doing that because you need to have rage generation on somebody who has rage. He's got a stun. He's got damage in the stun, which is honestly, I think in a lot of contexts, in a lot of games, if you have a stun or some kind of crowd control, usually it's not good to have damage in it because it can make something too powerful. And honestly, that might be more of like a MOBA mindset than it is an MMO mindset, to be honest. I'll say that's fair. But that's what upper hand is for. So it does damage over time, so it causes a bleed, and then the weaken basically exposes, you know, the enemy's weakness, and then you can deal additional damage. I guess if I need a buff, this is one I'd like to always buff. I can go 25%. Usually a pretty solid, beefy improvement. Sorry, just checking my phone. I'm back. Okay, so that's a little bit of improvement. We could also just, like, you know, I hate CC in games. Granted, an MMO is either play with friends or it's PvE. From a PvE standpoint, I don't care if stuns are overpowered. From a PvP standpoint, they can be obnoxious. Oh, Titan Knight, Swashbuckler Rogue. I'm so happy you say that because I've had an idea for that last class and I want it to be something a little out there, so. Yeah. a gregarious stunlock is a good way of putting it, Titan. Yeah, it's obnoxious. Back in my college days, a time I'm not proud of when I spent many thousands of hours playing League of Legends, I gave up and hated that game, and me and friends gave it up too because movement creep, stunlock creep became horrible in that game. All right. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. That was getting a little depressing looking at gloomy shores over there. Let's go somewhere more tropical and fun. Over here. Yeah, let's go look over here while we do stuff. There we go. Why weren't we doing it over here the whole time? But this is good because the theme for the next character here, let's do this. Swashbuckler Rogue. It's a funny way of putting it because I actually want to do something not too dissimilar to that. But it's gonna be cheeky. Not cheeky. Cheeky's not the right word. It's gonna be interesting in my own flavor and context. Because I want to do... Holy crap, that's big. I want to do something that is a, what's it called? An orc. But I need to shrink this obnoxious head first because, well, it's obnoxious. I don't want it to be a tree. I need something with, not armor. Let's maybe go a little bit more. Oh, that's the other thing, is I want it to be a blue orc. blue orc, because orcs are always green. And I don't want a green orc. I want a blue orc. Alright, I'm just picking these colors kind of arbitrarily at the moment because I want to find something that's going to help me pick the colors on certain things. So, or not pick the colors, pick the design. It'll be easier. Actually, I'll just make it white so it's got big contrast. Alright, maybe white's not a color. Make it kind of brownish for now. I'm not sure what clothing. That's a doctor. That's a shell. Okay. What would be like piratey? Which one is piratey? It looks like a vest. Doesn't it look like a vest? Maybe that's an old asset there. Oh, that one. Wait, isn't there there kind of a piratey one in here? Doesn't it? I feel like there is. It's like very stereotypical Captain Hook. Where is it? Oh, my game is saving. Come on. Sorry, just laughing at the chat. Those hands. That's why I'm trying to change it fast. Where's the? I don't. There is a pirate in there. In here, isn't there? I swear there is. Oh, here he is. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the piratey clothes I want. I'm gonna leave everything as is. I'm just gonna change the head back to this guy. We'll get our blue orc. Kind of like a light blue. I like the light blue. Scale up the whole thing real quick. Then I'll have to check him next to some NPCs just to see how big he actually is. The head might need to go back a little bit. That's better. Alright, he's not gonna have a purple jacket. That looks ridiculous. In your D&D campaign, your orcs range from greens, tans, to pinks, to light purples, colors for the more pig-like origins. Oh, I like that. I don't like it when all fantasy tropes just end up seeming like they're coming from the exact same pool. Actually, I'm realizing my monitor color is different than the color that's being, like, displayed, so I actually might change the skin tone a little bit. Kind of want a dark green jacket, yeah. I'm gonna change this color, but I'm gonna move away from the mic for a second because I need to look at my OBS and what color it actually seems like it's picking up. Alright, I think that's the one I want. I almost spilled my water all over the place. Okay, back. I'm sorry, I was drinking water. What is this? This is like his shirt. Get like a tan, maybe? Don't know. Might be more like a white, like he's got a collar. Oh wait, this is, no, it's not. It's just, yeah. Okay, I thought it was the hook too, but it's not. What is the hook? That is his boots, his belt. We can make that a little different, right? Maybe it could just be more black. Yeah, black boots. There we go. Oh, I'm loving it already. We should give him a hat. Or does he already have a hat? Oh, he does have a hat. I just need to put it in the right spot. You should go up a little bit like that. Down. A little forward. Like this. So it's maybe a little bit tiny. Yeah, it's a little small. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's happening now. It's happening now. Dun 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 dun. We'll stop it there to avoid copyright. What is this? Oh, that's his hook. Okay. Hook should be like, I don't know, metally colored? That's kind of metally colored, right? Maybe? He keeps it nice and polished. Alright. There we go. We've got a blue orc, swashbuckling captain-y type dude. Maybe I should look through the hats. Maybe there's another hat that would work well too. I don't know. I really love the feather that's in it though. It's just fire. Ooh, I can change that. Oh, yes, red. Be a little lighter. That's a little too much, maybe. That one's a good color. There we go. He's beautiful. Captain Orc Sparrow. You remember this as the day you almost caught Captain Orc Sparrow. Okay. And let's do... We get to do a lot of abilities. Lots of abilities, and my favorite thing in this whole game, which is cycling through images. I feel like they keep adding more and making my life harder. Oh my goodness. Need like a... Gosh, I'm gonna... There's no... I wish there was a search icon on here that you could search by color, or like magic, or fire, or like, you know, we could add some tags to it. Trevor, get on it! At this point, I don't even know what I'm looking. Ooh, he could have a hook attack. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's perfect because he has a hook. I love it. It's gonna be like his, be like Scorpion, you know, Mortal Kombat. Get over here. We'll make it like a. What am I looking for? We'll do like a slow, so he can use it as a gap closer. Like he swipes it and hooks a person to bring them in closer as kind of, you know, flavor. Does our lad get a flintlock? You best believe he gets a flintlock. We're going to have all the fun things on this guy. I have been just getting the ideas flowing. I don't have a good name for this. What's a good name for his hook attack? Goblin says hook attack. Thank you, in all caps. Appreciate it. Bury this, you filthy casual. I love it. Hook attack, or I don't know. I like it when it like speaks to some, not story's not the right word, but you know, an action of sorts. Perhaps the hook attack could also give a weaken. Yeah, this is gonna be a level 1 attack, so I don't want it to be OP, as the kids say. Parry this, you filthy casual. For the pistol. Oh, okay. If there's enough characters available, I will 100% do that for the... Oh, I know. Oh, I can't do forgot the other hand. Because there's not enough characters. Dang it. Hate it. Everything about it. Hook strike that gives bleed. Well, so my mindset on any attack is if it's going to do damage and it's going to have some kind of crowd control, the damage has to be kind of low because the crowd control is an advantage already. I don't want to have too many things attached to one thing until we get to later abilities. Then we can start to like demolish people because it's funny. The hook gives the enemy tetanus. That would be cool if I could make that a thing. What else could we do? You know what? I'll take everyone's ideas. This is what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. First of all, something I did forget. Don't worry, I'm coming right back. He's not gonna be mana based. We'll make him rage based. And he's an angry pirate, so screw it. All the rage in the world. We'll kind of put him on par with the fighter as far as health goes. We'll do that. Would bleeding be CC or damage? Bleeding would be damage. CC would be more in line with, you know, slows, snares, stuns, those sorts of things. One thing I do wish the game would implement would be AoE. The day we get AoE is the day that I make an entire episode dedicated to AoE spells. Scurvy debuff. Oh, that's good too. Oh, no. Actually, that would be stealing something directly from League of Legends. But I'd say you could have him eat an orange and he gets like buffs from it. But that's a... If anyone's played League of Legends, there's a character that does that. He eats an orange to get rid of his scurvy. Need to do tooltip level 1. Okay, why did this like readjust itself? It did readjust itself. What the heck? I didn't hit save, that's why. Such a noob. Gotta find the hook again. This is why recording episodes takes so long, because I sit here just having to redo stuff constantly. Am I blind? Nobody answer that. The heck? Jar, where be the hook? But I am blind. What the heck? How far down was it last time? I am trying to stare this down like a madman because I don't want to miss it again. But I cannot for the life of me. Oh, come on. This is no time to be auto-saving, game. The heck? Can't find it. Where'd she go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew, I didn't realize it was that far down. How about just is it fair like that, or is it fair like that? That looks like unfair. Tell me if I'm wrong, please. Unfair fighter. Trevor removed it because I killed him. I'm sorry. I take it back. Okay. Let's apply it so that I don't have to do that search ever again. Melee range, instant cast. Yeah, we'll just make it like a bam. You were parrying my sword and then I hit you in the face with my hook. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna make this really dirty. I like the idea of this guy being kind of a dirty fighter. So we're gonna give it a bleed. And if we can make the bleed not too strong by saying that it's gonna be like, why can't I change this? The bleed will be 0.1 damage, because if we do 1 damage over 10 seconds, that'll get divided out that way. So there's upfront damage, there's bleed. We'll add a slow. But let's not make the slow the whole time, because then this is going to be just broken beyond belief. We'll make it a 1 second slow, because if this is a base attack kind of, we should give it maybe a 2 to 3 second cooldown. So basically, if you get up close and personal with this guy, he's going to start wrecking you. What else should we add? There's a bleed, there's a slow. I'm okay with this being obnoxious. We can always nerf it later. Anybody got anything? Over 50 years. 4 damage over 50 years. That's not well, maybe that is in line with tetanus. I like the idea that the pirate doesn't get rage, which on his own only gets receiving damage toys with the enemy's small attacks, but gets angry when hit, so he did 30 attacks. So basically, like, easy stuff for him to do, takes no rage, but then if you like get him mad enough, he's just gonna start dropping dirty tactics on you. I like it. I like it. We can put a little weaken on here too, I think. I like it when attacks. Why is this not working? Why did that just go away? My game is bugging out. What is going on here? There we go. I like it when abilities do like short little windows of opportunity. So we're gonna add the weaken, but it's gonna be a 1 second weaken. So you use this to add the weaken, and then you immediately gotta follow it up with another quick attack. Pocket sand. Oh, that's good. We do passives like that. What do you mean passives? No, well, I don't know what you mean, Erador, by passive. You can't really do, I mean, you could add a buff, like a self cast buff. Like, so it gives your own, well, the player gives their own character a buff, and you could just make the time duration, like, you know, as long as you want it to be. And then in that case, it would just kind of remain as a passive that exists. So you could kind of make it work, but it would use up one of their ability slots. There's not like actual passives built into the game. This is a pretty OP starter ability, I think, but I really think it's got the flavor of the character right, so. This one is gonna be just his, what's a cutlass? That's what I'm thinking of. And cutlass has 2 S's, right? So we'll make this kind of like his standard base attack. Oh wait, no, it shouldn't. Oh, man, that's not what I wanted. It's gonna cost nothing, and then this will be just 0.8 damage. Okay, so now, if they cast Unfair Fighter and they use their hook, they're gonna get the weaken on them, and if they follow it up immediately with the Cutlass Strike, which should be instant cast, melee range also. So they can basically then just follow one after the other. So you're going to go hook attack, followed immediately by Cutlass. You'll get the bonus damage from the weaken out of that. And then you can just, you basically just at level 1, constantly use that tactic over and over again. That's kind of the easy game loop there. Attack loop, I should say. Alright, this is going to be, we need a gun icon. This is going to be the lock. I guess there's a number of gun icons in here. Let's see what this other one looks like real quick. That one looks like it's multiple barrels, sort of. Hard to tell. Are there any others? I feel like there's more. They're maybe in different spots. Could be totally wrong. I'm probably totally wrong. I think everything else is really magic based. Yeah. Probs. So yeah, let's just go, let's just use this one. But to use the recommendation, why am I not typing? There we go. We'll just call it parry this. instant cast. Let's say it's kind of got 0.5 second because he's got to draw it out of his pocket, that sort of thing. And then let's do a relatively long-ish cooldown. Yeah, because it's a flintlock and it's basically at 1 round, so it takes some time to bring back up, but we will make it nasty. And compared to a lot of other things in our game, 3 damage is quite a bit at level 2. Actually, at level 2, that would make it 4.5 damage. That's pretty saucy. And it's at range. I want it to be stun. No, not a stun. That's not what I wanted. Root in place, no. Maybe I want it to be like the gunshot throws the person like off a little bit. Robbery, no damage, but put the enemy in crippling debt. You actually bring up an interesting mechanic that I do want to utilize more, that I have not been doing, which is kind of the siphon abilities, or just the like drain rage, drain mana, those types of one, because I think it's really cool when you just make it so the other person can't do anything. And they're just like, oh, my resources, day is gone. Alright, I'm just going to do a root in place on this, and it's going to be, again, it's like, they just get startled by the gunshot, so we'll keep it nice and short. Maybe it could be longer. We'll go 1.5. I'm being very unforgiving, I noticed, with some of these. Oh, I need to, no, that's not what I want. The effects. We need to make sure the effects work. This should be a cast. Fire, ballistic, straight. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I like fire. What else we got here? Water's gonna be all bubbly, isn't it? Yeah. Physical. Yeah, physical's probably the right thing, actually. I want to make it red so it gives that kind of like blood splattery kind of look. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Let me just check the effects on all these real quick. Cutlass. Why is Cutlass fire? No. We'll make it water so it's like, again, more, sorry to be so gory, but, you know, just blued. Yeah, attack. So that way when he strikes them, they kind of get like gashed open kind of thing. We're making such a gory game. Don't let your kids play it. They'll grow up to be terrible people. Just like me. Played video games my whole life. I'm horrible. Unfair fighter. Let's see. Wasn't there... Yeah, what does ice look like? Oh, it's kind of a brick. I don't like a brick. Just make this one physical too, I guess. Straight. We'll make it like a swipe, like he's swiping the metal. Ding. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't hit apply. Dang it. Son of a biscuit. There you go. You guys all got your obligatory son of a biscuit out of Kyle today. Physical, not ballistic, straight. Why? Alright. Man. Hit him with the left hook. Yes. Great. Great. It's not blood, it's tomato juice. Exactly. The best thing that ever happened to me as a kid, when there was a point where my mom realized, oh my gosh, video games can be violent, was 007 GoldenEye on the N64. And she immediately was like, this is unacceptable. I don't want this stuff in my house. So my brother was like, oh, no, I can turn that off. And she was like, you know, all right, I'm listening. They went in and he just made sure that every time I played, because I was significantly younger than my brothers, every time I played, that paintball mode was on. And then he would tell my mom, like, oh, he's just playing the game with paintballs. And then she became more accepting of it. So literally I was still running around places with a gun shooting imaginary people, but it was okay because it was paintballs. Because shooting imaginary people with fake blood or paintballs, obviously there's a huge difference. Yes, let's not do the copyright music on here. Everyone's talking about the pirate music. Okay, well now that that's an available character, you know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do? My gosh, oh, there's a duel going on right here. Between who? Whom is dueling? Oh, there's a pirate. Oh, they're very short. Pirates are very short. Okay, let's change that. Hold on. Let's go ahead, do a little bit of adjustments here. So, make your whole big and jot. Nope, 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 nope. Everything. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, what did that do to him? Where'd he go? Please return to this realm of existence. Oh, there's one over there. Excuse me, sir. Nope, not you. I'm talking to you. Where'd he go? Did he just run inside the rock? He did run inside the rock. Whoop. Dun 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 dun. He could be a little taller. I think he could be a little taller. Come here, blue pirate orc. Dun 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 dun. In the wrong thing again. Sidetracked by my own head music. That's when you know things are bad. Alright, so this guy can't be very high level, can he? Oh, he disappeared again. Close, okay. Wow, he's gigantic. Look how big his face is. He's the same size as the paladin, though, so that makes me feel like it's accepting. Experience? None. Perfect. Why don't you sit back, kid, and let me show you how it's done. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, he's slow. I forgot to change the speed. Oh, no, turn again. I forgot to change the speed of the character. I forgot about that one thing. And I might have to take a break here for like a minute or two in a second, so... Oh yeah, all my characters are base speed much higher, so we'll go like between 6 and 7. Okay. Okay, we're gonna play this guy. Oh my gosh. The game is moving so slow because there's probably too much going on. If I look this way, does it get any better so there's not as many characters on the screen? Jeez. This is what I have to deal with whenever I build in here now. Every time I see a patch update for this game that's like, yes, we've optimized the game of the speed and loading times, I'm like, thank goodness, because every time I get one of those, I take the game back up to its limit. Actually, I wonder if I can... I wonder if there are video settings I can mess with right now, because I'm sure it's also my PC getting melted at the moment from the stream. Shadow quality, low. I don't care about shadows. Simple. What else can I do? UI scale? No, that doesn't matter. Let's see if that helps at all. Nope, still moving slower than a bag of rocks. Fantastic. Okay, give me 1 second. Why can't I find things again? Oh, he's still called Trent still. Dang it, I'm just screwing up too. Gosh. Currency, numbers, no. Okay, I don't think there's many other settings I can really mess with. I was hoping I could get rid of in title display, help windows, show pause indicator. Pause indicator. Use gamepads? No. I don't even know what that does right now. Moments between. I didn't know I could change the autosave timing. That's good to know. Get 10 minutes. Okay, give me 1 second. I am going to step away for just a minute. Oh, I could get rid of this sensor thing. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I have returned. And I cannot figure out a way to necessarily speed this up. So, we're going to do a little something, something. Going to deactivate, pause. And then, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Whee! We're going to float this guy over to see how he does in some combat. Not bears. Let's just do spitars. There's a bunch over here. We'll use these ones. Okay. So you can go right here. Gain control of your body. Perfect. My gosh, it moves so slow. I feel like it wasn't this slow a while ago. I feel like something happened to either the game or my PC. I don't know. Okay, basic attack. Oh, look at that. So here's the hook attack. This is, that big bloody one is... Oh, I didn't change the cutlass icon. I need to change cutlass's icon. The hook is still a hook. Cutlass is bloody, but... Do spiders I guess spiders don't do that much damage. I feel like this thing's doing nothing to me right now. This is not very entertaining, I understand, but... there we go. Dead spider. Alright, so yeah, obviously level 1. Not too difficult. Let's try and take him. See if we can 1v1 some level 2 spiders. There's obviously a lot more people over here. Holy crap, we found all the parties. We found them all. Whoop. One thing I do wish you could do when you take control of people is actively use like potions and stuff, because that's one thing you can't really do. A little frustrating. I'm gonna go get, well, nobody's getting this spider. I'll get this. Nope, never mind, they're getting that spider. I'll get this one over here. Slow ass laggy game. Oh, never mind, he snared me. I forgot the level 2 spiders have snares. Yeah, how will we do here? Waiting on them cooldowns. Okay, so actually I gotta time this better. So I gotta do hook attack followed by an immediate slash, so it deals more damage. So I actually get the the weaken out of it. That's the plan there. So I got to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Hook, cutlass. And then hook, cutlass. Yeah, this guy really doesn't feel like he does a lot of damage, but he also isn't dying very quickly. I must have done something to... Did I break the spiders? Did I make them, like, stupidly weak? I can't tell. Alright, well, I mean, he's decently strong. He's probably too strong if he's taking on level 2 spiders and not having an issue with it, but 'tis what it is. We do need to go in and change his name. It's not a Trent. Oh, there's already 16 players doing it. What should be his name? You guys are having your own conversation over here in the chat, aren't you? Did I change the health? No, I didn't change the health. On the spider, maybe. Maybe I did change the health on the spider. It did have like 12, didn't it? Seemed like that was a lot. Borschbuckler. Scallywag. Pirate, no, it's not going to have the name George in it. George is his own special entity. Scallywag is good. Scallywag is pretty good. Scallywag it is. He's an orcish scallywag. Perfect. All right. Well, that's been good. This is good. I don't know if any of these other buffs or anything I did are going to take effect yet. Who was one that was really weak? It was the elementalist. Still showing C, but it might take some time until that calculates out. We shall see. Oh, the shadows are doing horrible things right now because I changed the settings. Honestly, I don't think it fixed it at all, to be honest, so I'm going to set those back so I don't feel like it's hurting my brain. Where was it? Am I blind? Oh, it's right here. Shadow quality. High. Let's do normal shaders. There we go. It's just gonna... There's just too many assets moving around, I think is what it is. That and, you know, obnoxious amounts of scenery. I don't know whose idea that was. I don't really know if there's anything else. Well, I didn't have anything else planned. Really, all that was planned was dungeons. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here in just a few minutes. Unless there's anything major somebody wants to see. If you are like many episodes behind, chances are a lot of the stuff that you're looking at, you know, there's a chance that a lot of it's different potentially. So that's why I'm kind of staying in Brightwood. I don't want some of you that are very far behind to get spoiled necessarily. I care about you. I do. Dang, we got above like 20 concurrent viewers at one point. That's pretty saucy. Just looking at the stream stats at the moment. 203 views? Does that count? I wonder if that counts as separate people. A lot of people. That is a lot of people. Interesting. George health check. Yeah, you know what? That's a good way to close out the stream, is do a George health check. Should we start the dungeons here? Who might break Shatterstone? Yeah. So I'm not building any dungeons in Shatterstone. That's why I started with that kind of in a secondary save file. Just because the update for dungeons is not necessarily complete yet. So if we build one, it might not even exist once the actual live version of it goes. So that's why we're not doing it. Where is George? I mean, there's a lot of Georges. I think this is the official George right here, isn't it? Oh, the music got all sad all of a sudden. Can I change that? Audio. What is playing right now? Actually, it's got a nice violin to it. I take it back. It's not so bad. This must be one of the in-game ones that I never hear because I don't play the game with music playing out of it. Yeah, this is George. Here he is. Okay, everybody. Say hi to George. Guarding the mountain pass as he does. Our boy, yes, our boy indeed. For he has stayed here many a year, millennia really. The protector of the frozen veil. Oh, this music is getting quite good, actually. Some voices in it? I should steal these tracks and actually use them in my game if I know that they're YouTube and stream friendly. At least that's what Trevor says they are. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I hope everyone had fun. I am beyond ecstatic that I was able to pull this off and do it and find the time for it. Mostly this was one, wanting to get back in and you know, make sure everyone knew I was alive, which I know you guys knew I was. I've just been, you know, busy with family stuff. But yeah, I wanted to get back into it and give you guys a little bit of an apology stream, essentially, for missing so much time and kind of being away. And I do not want the channel to go away, so trying to still kind of figure out logistically when to find the time and do everything. It's not that I can't find the time, it's more like if I'm sitting here talking in front of a microphone, I can't have kids running around and screaming in the background. And if I wait till they're asleep, then that cuts into the time that obviously I sleep and wake up for work in the morning, blardy 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 blar, so all that stuff. But Killer, you just got here. Oh my gosh, you're here at the wrap up. Well, thanks for stopping by and at least saying hi. Yes, you can watch the VOD. I think I can't remember what the settings I used. I think I set the settings for it to not go up right away because I wanted to make sure that everything went smoothly. And if I did something bad or there was a boo-boo on the stream, like, I don't know, for example, Kyle said a bad word, which he tries very hard not to do, and he could edit it out, but Titan, I appreciate that. I do value my family time, so that's why I have not really bothered to do much on YouTube, but trying to get back. Oh, I know what I can finish off and give you guys some good feelings. So just in the last 2 days, because again, like I said, my family is out of town, so I've kind of been bored sitting at home. The next episode of Shatterstone is recorded. It's not edited yet, but it is recorded. The next episode of Kerbal Space Program is recorded. It's not edited yet. And then there are 2 more videos. I made a video, 2 videos of 2 other games that are not they are recorded, but they are not edited also. They're going to be more one-offs because I'm just trying to, you know, have fun and play some games that I felt like playing. They are a little kind of quick adventure in RimWorld. If you like RimWorld, you might hopefully enjoy watching me screw around a little bit in there. Don't worry, there's no war crimes that were committed. And the other one was Rome Total War. I just decided to do some nice, fun little quick custom battles and play around with the remaster because I hadn't played with the remaster yet. But those are 2 games that I would actually like to make series on. I'm just not going to commit to a series in other games when I've got to finish series in current games. It doesn't make sense. You need to update the death counter in Kerbal, Goblin. I think whatever the death counter has been, it's been. I don't think we added anybody to it. Good. It would be fun to have screaming munchkins in the background and have them make a dungeon. I have thought about, my oldest child is 2.5. I have thought about how funny it might be to see if there's a game that involves some building or something. I even thought about Kerbal Space Program and see what she could be the decision maker for like building a rocket and see if it flies, and if I could get it to a certain destination based on her design would be pretty fun and cute at the same time. But again, I gotta find time for that kind of stuff. It'd be cool to do. Goblin, you can't say you want more deaths in Kerbal Space Program. That's not appropriate. We want to keep them alive. It hurts the reputation of the space program when we do that. Makes it harder to play the game. But it is kind of, you know, fun when things like that happen and you got to react to it. So I was blown away when the death counter did finally tick up. So it hurt a little bit. All right, everybody say bye to George. I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too. You can always catch the VOD if there's parts you missed or you jumped in late or you couldn't, commit. I know time-wise, like for me, it's late at night. We're approaching midnight. I know some of you might be in significantly different time zones, so. That one playing through of Minecraft Creative. Oh, that's a game. That's a game I'm afraid to get into because I feel like it could be such a big time suck for my personality. Soviet Duck just got here too. Everyone's jumping in a little late. That's okay. I'm glad you're here to say hi, but yeah, we are finishing up. I'm just talking with everybody. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your night. If you're up really late, please go get some sleep. At least tomorrow it's Sunday. Hopefully you don't got to work or do anything super important in the morning. If you did, then, thanks for joining me, even though you've got other life priorities. I appreciate you spending time with us, and I had a good time, and I always enjoy talking to everybody and helping me build this game that isn't an actual game, but someday they're going to make a movie about it. I guarantee it. That's our goal, right? We'll just have somebody make a movie. Somebody call up Christopher Nolan. We got an idea for him. All right. See you, everybody. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.